What if Terraria was cursed like Minecraft? Imagine every weapon, tool, armor piece, accessory having durability. And now imagine I can only use each item once. Once it breaks, it's gone forever. Oh no! My teeth broke. Do you know what else is gonna break? Your neck if you don't subscribe in the next 3 seconds. This wasn't meant to be just another Terraria playthrough. No. For this challenge, a true hero was needed. And so, on this day, God himself created the brave, balding creature known as Theodore, the only man foolish enough to face the dark secrets of durability. And as the world was created, it all began. Durability here works a little different than in Minecraft. I lose uses with every swing, not when I actually hit something. Which means, yes, even missing punishes me. Obviously, I did the usual start.
Collect wood.
Not even 3 minutes in, and I'd already wasted half of the durability of my copper short spot on some useless slimes. But for once, luck was on my side. After some wandering, the world blessed me with 3 living trees, each with decent loot. And here I also made my first big discovery. Accessories lose durability just by being worn. Yeah, this challenge is already doomed. At least I found the Finch stuff, which basically summons a bird on cocaine. Summons are insanely useful in this run. Like, I can summon the Finch 44 times. That's 44 angry pigeons. Back home, I started building my first NPC shelters and instantly realized Theodore is absolute trash at construction. Still, with 70 iron bars from the tree loot, I could craft an anvil and new tools. The choice was clear. Build the iron pick, since my copper pickaxe was already half dead. A huge part of Terraria is exploring caves for treasures and ores. But if my pickaxe ever breaks at the wrong time, I risk a soft lock, especially in hard mode. So, with my shiny wood armor on, at nightfall approaching, I headed underground. And right away, my copper pickaxe broke. The tree tunnels led straight into the ice biome, my least favorite. But at least I found 2 chests, which had the exact same loot. Seconds later, my copper short sword also snapped in half. I recoiled back to the surface, expanded the house badly because Theodore still can't build, and welcomed my first 2 NPCs. The merchant.
What's up, fuckers?
And the demolitionist. And that guy, he's gonna carry me, because with my limited swings I needed another way to break blocks. And the demolitionist sells explosives. And then OBS decided to eat half an hour of footage. So here's the recap. I went back down into the underground, found a heart crystal, iron pickaxe broke, my helmet broke, went to the corruption, smashed an orb and got the musket. To keep track of my suffering, I started placing every broken item in a chest, like trophies. At least I managed to craft full iron armor before heading underground again. With dynamite as my new mining method, I found more ores and also accidentally mined myself.
Oh mein Gott, natürlich.
But down we go again. This cave dropped me into the underground desert, which is way too deadly this early. At least I found more shiny ores and the gold for NPC.
Oh, hello there.
What the fuck? Oh mein Gott.
With all those unfortunate events, I thought maybe switching up the caves would push luck back into my favor. Oh, and my armor was already almost completely destroyed.
Whoa, hey.
Ah, ah,
My progression was going semi-well. Time for one last underground run. And then I found something huge. A grappling hook. Grappling hooks don't use durability and give me a massive movement boost. After a long mining trip and a close call to death. I had enough platinum to craft a full armor and a bow, but rules are rules. I can only use items once, so I held off on wearing anything. And since armor gets destroyed faster than you can hit subscribe, I decided to stay armorless. I explored the dungeon entrance, hoping for a water bolt, but with no luck. And then nighttime arrived, and I decided to do a boss fight. I grabbed my armor and bow and summoned the Eye of Cthulhu. At 2/3 of his HP, my bow decided it had seen enough of this fight and snapped. Luckily, the Ice Blade was more than enough to finish the job. From the Eye of Cthulhu, I got the Sheet of Cthulhu, a very good early game accessory, but of course with durability. So I threw it straight into storage and moved on to the Corruption to face the Eater of Worlds. I built what can only be described as the saddest excuse for an arena in true Theodore fashion, and my pickaxe broke right after.
Oh, scheiße.
That's when reality really hit me. Every item I touch eventually dies. My only option left? Grenades. Luckily, my local dealer hooked me up with a handful of grenades. Before the fight, Theodore's legendary building skills struck again. This time he probably constructed another floor on the house with something different than wood. Back in my adequate arena, it was time to fight the Eater of Worlds.
It's a new record!
Yeah, that didn't exactly go as planned. I expanded the arena, died, and jumped back in. Actually, I survived longer than before, but it didn't take long until my first item broke and seconds later my armor shattered, instantly followed by my death.
Fuck it!
We're cheesing him. I built a tiny floating platform above the desert, placed down 300 corrupted blocks, summoned him, and just started lobbing grenades.
I got two hoes, one is a dude and one is a crow. I take two loads, one in my ass and one in my throat.
Slowly but surely, his HP ticked down to 0. Second boss defeated. Finally, I crafted the Nightmare Pickaxe, which meant I could start mining Hellstone. Of course, that also meant more underground adventures. With only 180 HP, I decided to use a random teleportation potion I had found in Hell. And somehow, luck was on my side. I ended up in the underground jungle, surrounded by treasures and exotic enemies. A very dangerous place. On my second teleport, I landed close to a mushroom biome with not even a chest. Eventually, I arrived in Hell. There I mined some Hellstone right up until I got sniped by the peskiest pre-hardcore enemy. I was frustrated. No weapons, no armor, bosses waiting. But no choice, back down I went.
Oh.
The goblin army? Good thing I'm safe down here.
Oh shit. Scheiße, nein! Panik! Haha!
After somehow surviving that nonsense, I took a deep breath for about 5 seconds. I checked my chest and you could already see how many items I had burned through. Then it was back into the underground jungle. With the Spelunker potion I actually made some progress. I found another boomstick, a clone in a bottle, which I had already wasted once, and of course plenty of completely useless accessories like the Feral Claw and Hermes boots. I even managed to blow myself up with one of my own grenades. But hey, mama didn't raise a quitter. I went straight back into the jungle where I found a massive beehive. And I discovered the Shimmer, which is huge later on since I can get permanent buffs. And guess which motherfucker I stumbled upon? The Goblin Tinkerer.
Help me.
But of course, I didn't stop there. Greedy me wanted more treasures and more juicy life crystals. After another mining trip, I scraped together as much Hellstone as I could from the remains of my nightmare pickaxe. 14 Hellstone bars. Not enough to craft a molten pickaxe. Looks like I'm soft locked out of Hellstone. Guess I have to wait until hard mode. I sorted my loot and started bidding a elevator to make future trips less painful.
I give that man some good head. I don't care, I paint the town gay. Yeah, bitch, said what I...
Along the way I found the last 2 heart crystals I needed and died multiple times.
Oh, diese fucking...
I also bid a few houses underground to snag the juicy discount on explosives. I had a plan in mind. Skeletron wasn't dead yet, but the elevator was my first step toward the wall of flesh. Next up, prepare my chosen weapon. The bee gun, bee's knees and the grenades were still viable options for the wall of flesh, so my first target was the queen bee. And since I hate small arenas or wasting precious time building huge ones underground, I decided to tease the hell out of that insect. I placed some enemy statues I had found, dropped a few regen items, added some beehives and summoned the queen bee. If you don't know this method, the queen bee can get damaged by other creatures, so as she dashes through me, she also hits the spawned enemies.
Geil.
I farmed her 3 times, completely burning through all my silver armor, but got lucky with the weapon I wanted. Then Theodore built yet another insanely asymmetric floor, and so small that no one could move in.
Too small! Too small!
Then I started building the arena for Skeletron. Fingers crossed it's big enough. My gear setup was extremely limited. Pre-hard mode ore armors were gone, I was soft locked out of Hellstone, and ranger armor would require hours of grinding or killing Skeletron, which I hadn't done yet. My only option, mage mode.
Fireball.
This was perfectly timed with the wandering merchant selling me the Grey Zeppinator, a totally broken, randomized mage weapon, basically heaven for gambling addicts like me. Next I went to the underground jungle to farm jungle armor. Somehow I survived longer than 3 seconds and found a new underground goodies, until I accidentally teleported back.
Die.
At least I had enough to craft the full armor set. Time for the Shimmer upgrades. I blew a straight path down to the Shimmer, almost died to my own greed,
Oh! Oh!
and found that weird plant.
What the fuck is that?
Now it follows me.
Howdy, partner.
I snagged the arcane crystal, ambrosia and a vital crystal and headed home. I prepped myself with some accessories, and as soon as the sun went down, I made my way to the dungeon and placed some heart lantern and stars in the bottles. The smelly homeless man was already waiting. It was finally time.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
With that rather easy win, and my armor almost completely broken, I made it into the dungeon. I stuffed my inventory with anything useful, plus potential weapons I could use. Now let me tell you something about this mod. It also adds durability penalties. A fresh armor gives a 10% bonus to damage reduction, but a worn down armor, a whopping 50% defense penalty. Weapons aren't much better. The less durability, the less damage. Accessories? Same story, but summoner staffs for some reason are immune. So with that in mind, I went back to the Shimmer and tried something crazy. Certain armors have an ancient counterpart. For jungle armor, that's the ancient kobold armor. Technically a brand new armor set I hadn't used yet. But before trying, of course I fell into the Shimmer, faced through the stone and ended up dying.
I got 2 hoes, one is a dude and one is a crow. I take 2 loads, one in my ass and one in my throat.
But in the end, it actually worked. I managed to turn my jungle armor into ancient kobold armor with full durability. Sure, you can transform it back to jungle armor with full durability, but that's cheating. And we don't cheat here. Back at home, I crafted obsidian armor to at least have some kind of defense. And I could also stack up my hornet summons. Then I remembered that you can transform ores as well. So I grabbed my entire platinum stash, which I had gotten from transforming my destroyed armor, and turned it into gold. That meant I could finally craft a gold pickaxe for precise work. The only thing standing between me and hard mode and me going crazier than the Instagram comment section on my For You page was the wall of flesh. I decided to build the arena using rails. Since minecarts don't have durability like Hermes boots, the building went smooth.
Was ist gerade passiert?
And I thought that the arena would be long enough. I finally found a demon with a voodoo doll, and it was time.
shit. Oh shit. Nein, das war zu wenig. Nein.
As you can see, I was wrong. The arena was indeed not long enough. Thinking about how I just wasted yet another weapon and armor set for nothing, I went back down again, just to die seconds later. I tried extending the railway. I died. Second attempt. I died again. Third attempt. I died again. Fourth attempt. I died again. Fifth attempt. I died again. Sixth attempt. You guessed it. I died again.
What is that?
After enough self-inflicted torture, I decided to kill the Eater of Worlds again, just to make myself feel better. Did it work? Absolutely not. Since I'd already burned through Mage on my first attempt, I switched to Ranger and crafted the Necro armor. On my 7th attempt to extend this Nightmare Railway and show my will to live, I finally found another voodoo demon.
Help me!
Thought one dynamite would be enough. And with almost any preparation and the worst possible start, I actually made it. Wall of Flesh was defeated. My inventory was a mess, my armor battered beyond repair, and most of my weapons already gone. But hey, that's the challenge, right? Every item only once, and I survived. Somehow. But don't get too comfortable. With Wall of Flesh down, the world itself is about to change. Hard mode is just around the corner, and trust me, it's going to get insane. New bosses, tougher enemies, and absolutely zero room for mistakes. So buckle up, because next time we're diving headfirst into hard mode, and things are about to get chaotic. Very chaotic. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like for more content. Until next time.